Jeez. So, I mean, we put that Times of Israel article up there. I mean, they're admitting it. They're buying it. This isn't like propaganda. It's coming from right from the Times of Israel. Like they're buying data about pastors, buying this information about Christians who are going to these churches. Why do you need this data?
That's right. And they also mentioned, and it came out recently, that there was $7,000 being paid per post of pro-Israel posts to these influencers. And I can tell you for certainty that many of the Turning Point influencers, they had an entire influencer program at one point. They're all very pro-Israel. Likely they have been receiving and making paid posts for Israel in the Turning Point network. So,
and are these the same that were paid by Israel, or were they paid by Turning Points to make these pro-Israel posts?
Well, that's a tricky question. But most of the $7,000 posts were paid to a social media company like Influenceable, for example, directly from Israel or one of their companies in America. For example, this geofencing was done through that Faith company in California, so probably was run through, a similar California. Those companies are usually created like within 3 months, by the way. So a company stood up, the money's funded. They then do an ad buy through a social media influencer company like Influenceable, and then they pay, different amounts of money to post different messages. But there's several people on my post that commented, since Charlie Kirk's death, there's been not a single Turning Point employee or influencer that has questioned anything about Israel, aside from maybe Candace Owens, who had a big falling out with them. It just hasn't happened. It's almost a company policy.
Right.